Hey everybody, Kennis Russell here. I hope you're doing great. Today in this video, I'm gonna show you the build of this pedal board right here. I've got 5 different pedals on here. The Peterson tuner, the Boss Reverb, the Boss Delay, and a Boss chorus pedal. Didn't realize that I had mostly Boss pedals on here. And then I've got this really cool power supply on the back, the Missions Engineering 529, and this really cool pedal board, the FX Tiers. So anyway, check it out. So I'm setting out my new pedal board that I'm putting together. This is the FX Tiers pedal board. Pretty cool little product. It's able to expand to the size that you need. You can put 4 pedals on there, I think up to 7 single pedals on there. Pretty cool. The pedal board I have been using is this one. This is the Xvive wooden pedal board. It's been pretty good. Been using it for about a year and a half or so, and I've liked it. However, it's got only space for 4 pedals. You can see on the bottom here, I have the really cool power supply by Missions Engineering, the 529. It's really sweet. It's able to run off of USB power, so that's like a USB battery pack right there I'm putting up on top. And I'll go into a couple more of the details on that here in a second. So at this point, what I'm doing is I'm just gonna lay out the pedals that I want. For this build, this is an acoustic pedal board build. And so for me, the things that I use on an acoustic pedal board are chorus, delay, reverb, and with my delay pedal, I have a tap tempo pedal. So I wanted to make sure I was able to use that. And then I'm using this Peterson tuner that I've had for a while to use. I've been using for setups because it keeps really good tune. But I wanted to make sure, I wanted to try it out on a pedal board. So right now I'm using with the FX Tiers pedal board, I'm getting it to the right size. So I'm expanding it and making sure that it'll fit. So right now I'm looking at it and realizing there's not enough space for me to put the tap tempo pedal in there. So I'm gonna unscrew it a little bit and make it a little bit longer. And I think this is gonna do it here. Just to verify, we put these pedals on here. All these pedals have previously been on other pedal boards, or at least they've had Velcro on the bottom. So putting the pedal board kind of tentatively together here. I think it's important that you put all your pedals out first before you even stick them in on the Velcro, just because it's kind of hard to get stuff on and off. I also find it easier to put all the jacks, all the plugs in before I put them on, and that prevents, like, as you're taking them on and off, it just makes it a little bit easier, and you can get them as close together as you possibly can. This one actually worked pretty well because both the chorus and the reverb have the jacks on the side, and the other 2 pedals have them on the top, which actually allowed me to get my pedals closer together. If all your pedals have the jacks on the side, sometimes it can be kind of, you lose a little bit of space, but so if some of your pedals have them on the top, actually is beneficial. So here I'm trying to figure out which cable I'm going to use to connect the delay to the reverb, and this cable here, it will work, but it's a little bit short, so I'm gonna get a longer cable out for that eventually. But now I'm hooking up the tap tempo for the delay. It's a pedal that I made, and by the way, I'm using all Hosa cables on all this. These pancake cables, these pancake pedal cables, patch cables, they're awesome. The reason why this cable is so long right here for the tap tempo is because I actually take the tap tempo off of the pedal board and put it on the ground while I'm playing live to get it a little bit closer to my foot, so I can just kind of move my foot over slightly and hit the tap tempo rather than reaching forward for the pedal board. So here on the back here, I'm taking the Missions Engineering power supply and taking everything apart and making sure it's exactly going to fit where I want it to be. This power supply is really neat. Like I said before, you're able to plug it into just a 5-volt USB outlet if you want to. So like you could take like your own old phone charger or something like that and plug it in via USB, and it'll power up your pedal board. Actually, even like that DD-20, the delay pedal, is a pedal board that actually takes quite a bit of power, and this thing has no problem powering it, even off of the 5 volts. It's kind of neat. So finding the right spot for it here, but you also, you don't have to plug it up to the wall directly. You can plug it up to a battery like that APC battery I have there. So I think with that battery pack that I have, I can get like 20 hours of play or something like that if it's fully charged. So I can have like a wireless pedal board, which serves a couple of good purposes. If you're recording in a studio, it's nice to have to be isolated from the power so you don't get any sort of like 60 hertz loops or anything like that. And then sometimes when you're playing live, you'll get into a place where you just simply don't have the power outlet for your pedal board, or you have to run like an extension cord a long way to get there. It's kind of nice to have this, they have the options for that. Usually when I run this, I actually use I don't use the battery pack. I use it as directly into the, just a little, like I said, a cell phone charger. But sometimes I'm not able to do that, or if I want to hook up my wireless guitar stuff where I have a completely wireless guitar set up, I'll do that too. So it's a really nice, I'm just saying, it's a really nice power supply. So I'm getting everything put together Velcro wise here underneath, and making sure that there's enough room for everything to be run. So I'm plugging up in the power supplies, the power to all my pedals here on the power supply. First one I'm plugging up in is the DD-20, and the jack, or the input all the way on the far right of the power supply, is a 500 milliamp jack or outlet, and so it's able to handle a bigger pedal. It's drawing a little bit more power, and so I haven't had any problems with that. It's actually pretty nice. And then I'm just kind of organizing the cables, trying to get them to not be dangling everywhere. Just found some old twist ties from, I think from a Hosa cable that I just unwrapped, and was able to just tie it to the chassis itself of the pedal board, just twisting it there. I may come up with a better solution, but I've actually, since filming this video, I've actually been using this setup for about the last month or so. I haven't had any issues with just using the twisty ties, but I wasn't able to do it here on the side, so I took a cable wrap, and this is kind of a trick that I used, that I kind of came up with a while ago. If you take a cable wrap and then put the hook side around, you can take a loop side Velcro and just kind of Velcro it to the bottom of the pedal board there, so it's not going to be flopping around. Plugging up the power, making sure everything is good. That right there, that power supply, that USB is the power that will go to charge it. So anyway, got the 5 pedals on there. 4 of them are powered. One of them is a tap tempo pedal. I don't know why the Peterson doesn't look like it's on, but it is. And there it is. There's my pedal board. Nice and neat. I'm liking the way it looks. Well, if you made it this far in the video, kudos to you, because there wasn't really much to it. I was just showing you how I've put together this pedal board, but I'm really liking this thing. I think this has been one of the best pedal boards I've put together, and I've put together a bunch of them. But anyway, hopefully you liked this video. If you did, please hit the thumbs up, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll see you in another video.